So Dehi means possessor of this body, the owner of this body. The owner of this body is different from this body. But in case of Krishna or Vishnu Tattva, there is no such difference. The self and the body, no difference. That is confirmed in the Kurma-Pada. Unfortunately, the Mahavadis, they, either due to their poor fund of knowledge of the Shastras, or by their ways, they say that Krishna or Vishnu, when comes, or the Absolute Truth when he descends, he assumes, he accepts the material body. But that is not the fact. Krishna says, Sambhavami Atmamaya. It is not that Krishna accepts a material body. No. Krishna has no such distinction, material. Therefore Krishna says, Avajananti mana mudha manasintanumad. Because I present myself, discern myself as a human being, the mudhas or the rascals, they think of me or deride at me. The Mahavadis, they will never worship the transcendental form of the Lord. They will not worship. They will worship the impersonal. And Krishna said, Kleshaudhikataraste sam abhakya sattvachi sam. Of course, impersonal, personal is the same, absolute truth. But if you try to reach the absolute truth through the impersonal attachment, then it will be more troublesome. The Jnani, those who want to understand the absolute truth by their material, imperfect knowledge. How one? Atas Krishna namadi nabhavid gayam indriyai. Our manipulation of the senses. It's not possible to understand what is Krishna. The Vedic mantra also to say, Nayamatma pravachanena labhya. You cannot realize the Atma. You cannot be self-realized simply by talking. It may be very big speaker, nice speaker, but that is not the process. Simply by speaking very nicely, you can understand the absolute truth. Nayamatma pravachanena labhya na medhaya. Neither you can understand the absolute truth because you have got a very nice brain, a great scientist. Then Sir Isaac Newton would have discovered what is God, or Professor Einstein, or Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose. They could have understand. No, they cannot. Because they have very nice, finer tissues of the brain. It does not mean. It is a different process. It is to understand God or Krishna, it is not material process. Therefore Krishna says, Bhaktya mam avijanati javan jasyami tattva. Only through devotional service he can be known. Naham prakasa sarvasta yogamaya samabritaha. Krishna is covered by the curtain drawn by yogamaya. Therefore, Krishna cannot be understood by everyone. Neither his teachings, Bhagavad Gita, can be understood without becoming a devotee of Krishna. This is not possible. Therefore, Krishna says to Arjuna that Bhaktosi Priyosi me, because you are my very dear friend. Therefore, I shall speak to you. Rahasam etad uttamam. Without you, nobody can understand. Krishna was a military man. He was not a Brahmin, neither a Vedantist. You cannot expect a military man, a Kshatriya, to be highly learned in Vedic scripture. That is not possible. They hear from the Brahmins. The Brahmins, they are expected to be highly learned scholars in Vedas because that is their department. Jnanam Vijnanam Astikam Brahma Karma Svabhava. Brahma Jnanati iti Brahman. Brahman, therefore we call Brahman Pandit. Panditji. Panditji has never seen the pages of Vedas, but still is going on under the name of Pandit. So, that kind of Pandit is not wanted. Actually, a Brahmin means he is truthful. And one of the greatest commentators of Bhagavad Gita, Baladev, he says truthful means one should be truthful even to his enemies. Sometimes we have to hide something from the enemies, that is diplomacy. But Baladev Vidyabhushan says the Brahmin should be so truthful that he will disclose everything to his enemy. Satyam, Titiksha, Jabam, Shuchi, Sama, Dama, these are the qualifications. Jnanam, Vijnanam, Asikam, Brahma Karma Svabhava. So, without this Brahminical qualification, one cannot understand the Vedic knowledge. Therefore it is stated sometimes that a shudra is prohibited from reading Vedas. That does not mean that reading of Vedic culture or Vedic knowledge is monopolized by a certain class of men. Not that. The idea is, just like in our ordinary educational system, there is some prohibition. So unless one is graduate, he cannot be admitted in the law college. That is not a prohibition. That is the necessary qualification to understand. Similarly, to understand the Vedas, the necessary qualification is that one must be a qualified Brahmin. Not that Mr. Max Muller, he has got little knowledge of Sanskrit and he translates. That kind of translation is no use. Just like so many commentaries on the Bhagavad Gita, without becoming a devotee of Krishna, is useless. It has no meaning. Because Krishna says that Bhaktyamam Abhijana. Only through devotional service one can understand it. And how a non-devotee can understand it? He has no scope to enter into the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. The first qualification is that he must be a pure devotee of Krishna. Then it will be revealed. In the Srimad Bhagavad there is a verse, Athapi te deva padambujadayam prasada lesanugrihita eva hi janati tattam nachanna ekopi chirang